Hello.
Hello, yeah. Hello, yeah.
Yeah.
This is Kannan. Yeah, I'm working in the EWM, SAP WM model,
Okay.
but it's a
Karan.
support. It's not a implementation project.
Okay.
I did not do any rollout,
Okay.
but
So
I
that means
have
you have, yeah.
domain-wise logistics warehouse. I have around more.
You may be coming up with various. You may be coming up with various scenarios how to configure. So, okay, so we'll be configuring various business requirements.
Sure, definitely. Yeah.
So I think that actually helps you to full-fledge your case as a functional consultant in the EWM area. Okay. Now I think this course if I come to myself, I'm Srini. I'm working for Logistar. I'm an expert in the CM area. Because I started my career, I can say almost like it's my 11th year, and I worked on the M and other part of areas like SRM and the SGM. And for the past 4.5 years, I'm into the EWM 5.0 onwards. I'm working. So now I'm just doing the EWM 7.1 with Enhancement Pack 1.
So Srini, you're from Pennsylvania?
Sorry?
You're from Pennsylvania?
No, I'm from Central.
Oh, Central.
Yeah.
But Logistar is in Pennsylvania, right?
Sorry?
Logistar is in Pennsylvania, right?
It's there actually. The main clients are in Central. We have.
Okay. But
Yeah.
as you mentioned, Logistar is in Pennsylvania.
Sorry?
Logistar is in Pennsylvania, US.
Because I'm in the consulting division, they have actually one where they do the sales teams are here. But the main base is in Detroit, and Chicago also is there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So before to start, you might be already knowing that SAP already having the SAP WM module. So what actually you may be coming up with differences between WM and EWM? Suppose like you might have already explored the product. So when SAP has already a WM, what is actually the necessity of EWM? So that is the point actually which makes a lot of consulting difference when you go to the customer side. First question is that when I already have a license of WM, what is the necessity to buy EWM? Any answers from you? What is the necessity to buy EWM? Any answers from you?
Maybe your voice is echoing.
Volume-wise more and complex.
I think it's better to mute their phone, because it's coming my voice is actually coming to your end, and from that speaker again, it's reflecting to your mic. So it's a conference, so it's echoing.
I think we need to answer your question. I have some answers.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Hello, Srini. Avanti here.
Hi.
Actually, can you exit from the meeting once, and can you please rejoin?
Yeah, sure, I can do that thing because I joined from my phone. Okay, I can do that thing. Yeah.
Kanan, even my voice is also getting echo?
No, yours is good.
Okay. Sham, can you speak once? I'll check whether... Sham, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Okay, everyone's voice is clear. Okay, he is joining again.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think somebody is echoing now. Can you see my screen?
I mean, you can see the code immediately. That's all.
Okay, can you see the screen? Okay, there is a slide which I kept it.
Yeah. Now you can see the slide.
Okay, so we were discussing that, okay, we have already SAP WM, but SAP actually for the past came up with like a 4.5 years back, they came up with SAP EWM. So what is actually the difference between WM and EWM? So because there are some of you already worked in WM and MM modules. So I just want to know about your perspective also.
Okay, Ravi from Sam here.
Okay.
I do not have much awareness about WM, but I have gone to a number of SAP presentations, some of the real-time clients, where actually there was
Your voice is breaking.
Is it okay now?
Yeah.
A little better.
Yeah. Actually, what I felt was EWM is different from the traditional model of WM having a centralized model. EWM is a centralized model. It can drastically reduce the downtime component. So ERP can anthropometric without suffering any inventory work, maybe physical inventory or any month-end closing, or maintenance activity of the production warehouse, production activity. So there is a more time saving, more money, at the same time high efficiency. This is one thing.
Okay. Yeah,
And
that's actually, yeah.
there is one more thing, and one more thing is that the quality management. It is having a quality inspection engine with six object types, so it's very easy to handle the the complex quality inspection criteria when compared to the WM model. So the CWM is usually more rigorous.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
And one more thing actually we have to is that there were new concepts like analytics which is integrated with VA and various partners. It's something like the earlier versions of EWM and WM are more linked only to the application environment, but it is more linked to the partner. I mean, it is direct the partners. You can integrate
Exactly. Yeah. So
with,
that's
with SNC. You can integrate with a lot of resource management. So it's more integrated with all the third-party partners as well as the SAP partners. It's something like it's driving the functionality not on the application, on the business partner way.
Yeah, you're right. Some way, yeah. So what actually, if you can look at the approach, yeah, you can move your phones if you are, okay. So if you look at your approach, okay, SAP WM was actually part of the SAP core ERP suite. But if you look at the EWM, EWM is part of ERP or is it part of SCM? Okay, sorry to ask you these basic questions. I just want to make sure that you are concrete in that. It is part of the SCM. Okay, so first of all, make sure that, okay, SAP EWM is not part of the ERP system. It is part of the SCM. So in SCM, okay, you have the supply chain management. The supply chain management is mainly divided into the two parts. One is the supply chain planning, other is the supply chain execution. So in supply chain planning, you have all the tools like, okay, the APO and then PPDS and SNP, all those things, okay, which are used for the optimization tools. In supply chain execution, okay, you have the EWM and SNC, and apart from that, you have the transportation management and event management. So this whole EWM is now part of the SCM core suite. So any thought of that, okay, if you want to make sure that, okay, SAP, what actually they want to do is that, okay, they want to always compete with the best of breed products. And then they want to actually have this EWM as a decentralized solution. You mean, what is meant by decentralized solution? Can you just some of you explain? Like why actually SAP came up with EWM, why they did not actually extend the WM part?
To handle
Can be
high volume of
independently.
Exactly. Okay, suppose if you, as of now, okay, if you can take any product like Manhattan or Red Berry, these are like, okay, the industries, as of now, the leading WM products, okay, they can handle it, okay, independently of, okay, any other software solution. Okay, they are like a best of breed WMS solution. So even actually EWM is also, okay, like one of the best of breed solution, okay, which actually can nowadays actually it can compete with any of the Manhattan or any other products also. And one more thing is that, okay, if you want to run EWM, you can have R3, or you no need to have a R3 also. You can have any of your legacy system, and then you can run your EWM as standalone solution also. And moreover, the main advantage of EWM is that it is part of SCM solution. You know, right? What is SCM in SAP mainly used for? It contains the planning also. So it contains the supply chain planning and as well as supply chain execution. So even you can use the features of the planning so that you can use various optimization techniques so that you can run your warehouse very efficiently. Suppose example like the labor management, which involves heavy planning. That means suppose if I have some 10 labor, that means which labor I have to use it where. All those planning also I should be able to do, which WM cannot do. Apart from that, you know that the process-oriented storage control, like when the goods come in, suppose like let's take this example, like I'm running a food market, when the fish comes in, I just want to send it to a processing center, and then I want to do the packing, and then I want to do the put away, or I want to actually picking based on the shelf life expiry date. All these kind of the extended features also I want to do. So I want to have a warehouse solution where I can execute plus as well as I can plan it, and then I can run it efficiently. I can do the slotting and optimization also. So I think some of you already worked as the end user, right? What is slotting and optimization?
Slotting is when the goods come in, you're
Yeah.
making a place for that to move in the stuff there directly into the bin.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a pick pack station as well before we put away.
Exactly. So slotting is something like, I want to store my goods efficiently. So it may be like a space-wise I want to store them efficiently, or I want to store them so that the picking cost is minimal, or the travel distance in my warehouse workers travel, this should be minimal. So by taking all these constraints, I should be able to optimize my warehouse also. So this that means that my warehouse I should be able to rearrange it. All these possible features I should have it in my WMS system. So whatever be the current day the WMS functionality expert takes, it is available in the EWM module. So it is part of the SCM infrastructure now. SAP is SCM. You should get this point always into the mind that it is not part of the ERP. It is part of the SAP SCM solution. Is it clear now?
Yeah.
Any doubts actually in this case that why actually SAP EWM is there in the market? Why actually SAP EWM became a very good traction, and what is the reason that SAP came up with this EWM on SCM platform but not on the ERP platform? Because SCM platform is mainly SAP built up for the planning tools. So I want to have an execution system plus as well as a planning system also. So that is the reason, the whole reason that EWM is on the SCM system. So now if I come to the basic things, you can see in my first slide that, like any other warehouse process, any warehouse process is divided into three things. One is the inbound process, another is the outbound process, another is the internal process also. So this is like, the basic way of, dividing any of the warehouse process, So in the inbound process, what are all the features you expected in a normal, assuming that, you are an end user of a warehouse. So what are all the features you expected in your software in the inbound side?
First of all, we need to have a good process.
Yeah.
Then, a lot of things to put away, and again, how to optimize the thing. Actually, for example, if you get a pallet of dimensions, say 3 meters, I think 6 feet by 7 feet by, 2 feet. So how are you going to optimize, and how are you going to put up, how is the system going to identify where exactly in which linear storage location or section?
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
one inbound process. And also, you have a lot of things that put here. See, in normal
Your
ERP
voice is breaking.
Yeah, the voice is breaking.
Your voice is
Yeah.
breaking. It's not clear.
Normally in the ERP or WM system, you don't find the accepted code system. But in a supply chain here in SCM, you can find the EGR where you can plan efficiently for production or for also for the food issues. This is one concept we can expect in the inbound process.
Okay. Yeah. So what actually I can say that in the inbound side or outbound side, any warehouse system, it should have the facility for the ad management. What is the purpose of any ad management? Suppose, I want to control, the parking lot in my warehouse. That means, which trucks are coming in, or which trucks are going out, and also okay, which doors I want to assign it to my trucks and all those things. Okay, I should be able to check in my truck or okay, check out the truck. Okay, which is very common. Okay, you can find it in any North America warehouses also. So my WMS system okay should have a possibility of okay to maintain my ad management also. And apart from that, okay, I should have okay the possibility for the put away and the stock removal strategies also. So put away strategy, that means what actually, suppose if I get my bulk items, okay, it can be always okay go to the particular area in the warehouse, but okay, whereas in a small parts actually I should go to this particular thing, and hazardous goods actually it has to go to a different particular areas in my warehouse. So automatic routing actually it has to happen it also. And apart from that, okay, I should be able to maintain the expected goods receipt. And the other feature, okay, which I expect in my any warehouse is that, okay, the decon or okay, which usually I call it as deconsolidation. What is deconsolidation?
Is
Yeah, I think our warehouse.
after we repack from.
Yeah. Yeah, please go ahead.
Sorry, after repack from. After we unstuff the goods from container, we may depatch it based on expiry date, some attributes.
Yeah.
We'll rearrange.
Exactly. Suppose like, okay, let's say example that, okay, I have one vendor, okay, who supplies both fish and meat, okay, in the same pallet, okay, but I want to store my fish and meat into the two different areas. Or, okay, he's selling actually, okay, two types of fish, okay, one which are going to expire within a week, another kind of fish actually which is going to expire in a month. So I want to store them, okay, two differently also. So basically I'm getting it like one single handling unit, or I can say that, okay, one single container. So where I want to actually, okay, store them okay into differently. That means I want to actually okay deconsolidate or nothing but okay like splitting my boxes into multiple things and then okay storing them okay the differently also. So who is going to create what work and all those things okay is going to be the my deconsolidation. For example, okay, let's take this example like okay I got a one pallet okay. See here okay, one pallet of okay the 50 kg of okay the fish and okay the some 40 kg of okay the meat okay. I want to actually store it like okay the like this thing. I just want to store it like okay the 20 of fish in one container okay, another 20 okay, another fish container okay, another 10 in another okay the F3, and okay this thing okay like 15 and 25 meat actually okay. I just want to store it also because okay these are my bin capacities okay where it can store each of these things also. So whenever if I want to store right okay what it has to consider now, tell me, like the target should have the space also, and in the target okay you should be able to store it and make sure that it is optimizable also, and my warehouse worker actually has to travel the very less distance also. So all these things actually has to take into the constraints, even though for looking it is simple, but in the mathematics wise actually it's very complex okay to run the warehouse very optimally. Is it clear now what is deconsolidation? Hey, if I'm fast just let me know also.
No, it's exactly good.
Huh?
No, that's okay. The speed is good.
Yeah, because when anytime okay if I'm fast or if some concept is not understandable okay, just let me know also. So in the inbound side, what is this thing? We have the ad management and okay that we have the deconsolidation, and apart from that okay we should have something called as okay the process oriented okay the storage control also. So what is this process oriented storage control? Tell me in any warehouse what actually you will do it in the process oriented storage control. Suppose okay if you get the fish into your warehouse, do you store them directly or okay you do some treatment and then you store it?
No, store it directly.
Okay. Suppose let's say depends on the scenario also. Suppose let us take this example that okay I want to actually okay I got okay the 50 kg of okay the fish as an inbound from one of the vendor. I want to actually okay this 20 kg I just want to have an export, and then okay another actually okay the 20 kg as actually the local, and okay the 10 kg okay I just want to actually the immediate. So this is the way actually okay my business is having the outbound also. So the 20 kg export okay I just want to send it to a packing work center where I just want to have a salt treatment and then okay store it into the -3 temperature, and where actually the local I just want to pack in a normal packing, and for the immediate, okay, I just want to do the no packing also. So like this kind of things, actually I want to do it. So even though the stock is coming, I just wanted to route it through a work center. The work center means what actually? It may be a packing work center, or okay, it may be a painting work center, or anything. Suppose in the food industry, it may be a packing work center, or if it is the automotive industry, it's the oiling station, or okay, it's the place where you do the kitting operations, or okay, it's the place actually where you do the like gift packing or anything also. So it has to go to a particular work center, and then okay, it has to go to the final storage also. So these steps has to be automatically. That means once you get the goods, it has to go to the process storage, right? And then it has to go to the final storage. Is it clear now?
Mm-hmm.
So that is okay, the process-oriented storage control also. Apart from that, okay, it has to support okay, the layout-oriented also. That means, okay, assuming that, okay, I have two places in my warehouse. From place 1, I want to move the goods to place 2 also. But I cannot always directly move the goods from place 1 to place 2. But from place 1, it has to go to a place X, and from there only the goods can go to the place 2.
Yes.
So these kind of operations also, okay, it has to be supported. Why? Because I want to move the goods from bin 1 to bin 2, but from here to bin 2 I cannot reach directly. It has to go to the conveyor. That means from here to the conveyor place, and from conveyor place to the bin 2. That means, okay, it should have a possibility, okay, to connect it to my conveyors also, which is nothing but called as, okay, the material flow systems. So, or, okay, what actually I can say is that, okay, automatic system, okay, automatic put away, or, okay,
Yes.
ASRS, okay. So, my warehouse management system, okay, should be able to connect it to the ASRS. Usually we use the term, okay, ASRS, or, okay, for the non-industry guys, I can say that, okay, it should be able to directly talk to the programmable logic controllers, or I can say that your embedded systems, which controls actually the conveyors within the warehouse also. And apart from that, my WMS, okay, should support the cross-docking. So what is this cross-docking?
Instead of putting into put away, we will directly send to outbound.
Exactly. Okay.
Sometimes,
Suppose actually, sometimes I have something called a rush orders also. So instead of actually storing the goods in my warehouse, okay, I just send it back to the some of my customers also. So some stock actually I want to pick it from the goods receipt area, and then I want to simply send it back also. And then similarly, okay, the transportation cross-docking. What is this transportation cross-docking? Suppose actually some stock is actually coming into my warehouse, but okay, assuming that okay, I have it demanded okay, some other place also. So instead of the goods are routing to my warehouse, I can route the goods from some other warehouse also. So suppose if I don't have the stock at now, I have the goods in another warehouse also. So I should be able to route the cross-docking across the transportation also. So this will be supported to the stock transport orders in SAP. And apart from that, okay, my WMS system should support the value-added services. What is this value-added services? I can say that I can say is like the kitting is one of the value-added services. So what is this kitting in a warehouse? For example, like
it's like an assembly.
Example, exactly like assembling. Suppose one of my customer is an automobile customer. He ordered one of the engine spare part. That contains the jockey plus some range, and then some material one plus some dock rings. So like this thing which are completely assembled, and then I'm giving it to my customer also. So in the kitting, sometimes I can store the kits into the stock also, or I can order it also. So we have two scenarios. One is a KTS, that is nothing but called as kit to stock, and kit to order also. That means I can store the kits inside my warehouse, or when I get an order, I can make a kit and then I can deliver to the customer also. And for any warehouse, the most important feature that we expect is the quality management. That means what actually I should be able to to check the quality. So what are all the quality management, the features you will have it any now we don't need to bother about the tool first, but what actually the features you should have expect the quality management? Tell me.
Quality delivery service.
Yeah, first of all, okay, whenever the goods are coming there, okay, so because the quality management is required, first of all. Let's discuss it generically before we go into the product. First, actually, during the GR, that means
Before store, we got to check the product.
exactly, okay. When the goods arrived also, I want to check the quality. And okay, when I do the put away also, I want to check the quality. After I pick the goods also sometimes, okay, I want to check the quality also. And then the most important thing is that, okay, when my customer returns also, suppose, okay, my customer returned to me that, okay, boss, okay, this goods are not good, okay, that means it has to first go to my quality department where this is, yeah, there is a fault. Then only, okay, accept it. Otherwise, okay, return back to the customer or, okay, return back to the vendor and all those things. So how do you check the quality? Suppose like, okay, you got, okay, some 1,000 pallets of, okay, some food item. How do you check the quality?
Sorry?
You got, okay, some 1,000 pallets of food item. So how do you check the quality?
You can do sampling.
Exactly. That's the most important part of
You can
any
do sampling.
quality process. Okay, exactly. So you should have that, okay, the sampling procedure. Okay. So the sampling procedure is a statistical application. Suppose like, okay, so sampling procedure means what actually? I can say that for every 1,000 items, okay, take, okay, the 2 pallets for quality. Or otherwise what I can say is that, okay, for every 5 days, randomly, okay, randomly 1 day, go for the quality check also, right? Okay, so it may be a time base or, okay, it may be the quantity basis also. Is it clear now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Quantitative and
okay,
qualitative.
yeah, it may be on the quantity wise also, or it may be based on the time wise also. Suppose I'm a particular vendor, I'm daily receiving my milk, I don't want to check the quality daily, but randomly for 5 days, within any of the 5 days, I want to check the quality on 1 day also. So, and then I want to make sure that, okay, how the percentage of the quality is goes on, and on a subsequent action of the quality also, I should be able to decide it. So, and apart from that, okay, I should have that, okay, the quality parameters also. So I should have to define that, okay, the quality parameters also. That means, okay, the color should be this much, the humidity should be this thing, the temperature, especially if you go to pharma industry, they track down the temperature from the truck till to the goods till to the goods issue. So throughout the supply chain, okay, they should maintain the complete quality parameters. Otherwise, okay, the goods should not be accepted. So we'll have to define that, okay, a lot of quality parameters and the sampling. It also. So that is nothing but called as a inspection procedure also. Okay. So we should be able to maintain the inspection document with all the standards. Okay. So these are some of the like generic words which I used it in the inbound process. Okay. Now, apart from that, okay, the outbound side. Outbound side, what actually? It is simple, nothing but like, okay, I got a customer order. I just go to my warehouse and then, okay, I pick it up also. There is something called as, okay, the wave processing. In any of the WMS module, okay, you have something called as, okay, the wave processing. What is this wave processing? Like a generic word only. I'm not asking about the SAP things, because before we go to SAP, we should know about these words. Then you can understand it very much better when I go to the actual module. What is wave processing in the outbound side? Because outbound side, you all know that, okay, I got a customer order, I go for the picking, and then I'm sending the goods. But what is the wave processing?
Picking by,
You can do multiple picks at a time.
Exactly, that's the perfect answer, I can say. Okay, suppose, okay, I got, okay, some 100 orders. I cannot send my warehouse worker for each order at once, right? Okay, so multiple picks, okay, suppose like each daily in the evening time, okay, between 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., I want to release it. So all the orders which I got collected for that day, I want to pick it at one go also. So I want to group my picking so that, okay, the picking should be very efficient before I do the loading also. Okay, is it clear now? So my software should support me the wave processing, and as well as, okay, it should support me the replenishment. Suppose actually one of my warehouse worker actually tries to pick a stock, but unfortunately the stock is not available in the bin. So my system automatically should start the replenishment from the high-level rack storages also. So it should start me the replenishment processing. So let's take this example that, okay, one pick, okay, equal to, okay, it's costing me, okay, like $2, and replenishment is costing me, okay, like, okay, the $5, okay, for each replenishment, okay. Now, how do you actually optimize your warehouse? Like, okay, what is actually the optimization here? Suppose, okay, to keep a stock, one stock keeping unit, okay, per hour, I'm spending, okay, the $1.5 also. Is it clear now? The mathematics, what I'm talking? To pick a stock from a particular bin, my cost is, okay, the $2, and to replenish the bin at one time, it is $5, and to keep the stock of one pallet, I'm costing me the per hour, it's $1.5. So what actually I have to minimize it now? At the end of the day, I have to minimize, if I want to run my business very efficiently, I have to minimize, okay, the picking plus, okay, my replenishment plus, okay, the stock keeping also, okay. At the same time, okay, I should not actually minimize, miss any of my orders also. So if any of you actually worked in the optimization techniques or, okay, the linear programming, you will be knowing, okay, these kind of problems. Right, okay. Suppose, okay, let us take this example that, okay, if I want to reduce that, okay, the stock keeping unit, what I have to increase? I have to increase the number of replenishments, because, okay, if I increase the number of replenishment, this actually, okay, becomes 0, but, okay, if I increase the number, suppose if I do, okay, like 3 times replenishment, it is going to become, okay, the $15, okay, but, okay, if I just, okay, storing a goods only for 10 or, okay, 5 hours only, it's costing me only $6. So to keep the stock is, okay, much better than, okay, replenish the goods also. Or if my stock is actually more, but number of replenished are less, then actually, okay, keeping the replenishment is, okay, much better. So you will have the different features for different products. Suppose, like, okay, there are in any warehouse, okay, you know, right, something called the fast moving goods and the slow moving goods, and it all depends on the season also. Suppose, like, in the winter, okay, you will have the jackets will be fast moving, but whereas the normal, okay, the summer wear, okay, it will not be moving at all also. So you have to reorganize so that, okay, you have to minimize this particular cost. So it becomes, okay, at the end of the day, it becomes my optimization. So is it clear now? So I have to run my warehouse efficiently so that, okay, my stock keeping and my warehouse workers, okay, should work very efficient. I'm just giving it as a one very simple example. But in the real warehouse, okay, not only the picking cost, replenishment cost, and then, okay, some labor will be working in the normal time and labor will be working in the overtime, and the normal time and the overtime cost will be different. So everything, okay, should work towards the optimization. Okay. So you have to maintain your bins, and then, okay, you should be able to optimize it also. So you have to, the warehouse management functionality should have the slotting also. And apart from that, okay, periodically it should have the physical inventory. I think you might have known this, okay, the cycle counting. Okay, so you should have, okay, the cycle counting, and as well as, okay, the periodic counting features, okay, I should be able to have it in my warehouse. And then, okay, the scrapping functionality
continuous inventory
warehouse also. Yeah, basically the continuous inventory, okay, the accounting also I should have it. So whenever the goods are actually, okay, damaged, okay, I should be able to maintain the scrap and all those things also. And the main advantage of, okay, SAP EWM and the WM is that, okay, the labor management. Okay, so what actually I can say is that, okay, the labor, okay, I can the labor management, okay, the labor planning. So
Srini, yeah, your voice is breaking.
Okay, is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the labor management, okay, I should have the labor planning and labor scheduling also. So what is scheduling and difference between scheduling and planning? There is a difference actually. In the labor management, you have two things. One is the labor planning and another is the labor scheduling. Suppose, let's take this example, like, okay, you are a warehouse manager. What you have to do, assuming that, okay, you are all having a contract labor, what you will be doing it in the morning?
We'll be planning as per the requirement of the place of the work.
Exactly, okay. So you will be always, okay, planning your work, okay, based on that, okay, how much labor is required, okay, at the beginning of the each of the day and how efficiently, okay, you have to use it. Suppose let's take this example. Just before the Christmas, okay, you will have a high labor requirements, okay, to pack everything, okay. So how do you efficiently plan your labor so that, okay, you don't need to pay anything extra, okay? How do you run your warehouse very efficiently? And scheduling. Scheduling means, okay, at what time actually you have to ask your labor so that, okay, all the orders not a deadline also. And apart from that, okay, what I want to have is that, okay, the KPIs, okay, so that, okay, I should have that, okay, the performance management also. What is this, okay, why it is very much important for the labor management, performance management? Suppose, like, okay, yeah, exactly.
For
Suppose,
bonus.
let me, yeah. So performance management is very much required for any labor management system, so that, okay, you want to keep track of that, okay, which activity areas, okay, how each labor is working on, within how much time they are able to finish their work. So all of these things, okay, how much work is remaining, okay, or okay, how much work actually they are able to finish it on time, okay. So all these things, okay, my system, okay, should be able to support it also. So these are, okay, the features in the outbound and inbound, okay, and within that, okay, we have something called as, okay, the internal process also, okay. So internal means, like, okay, the ad hoc movements from the one of the warehouse to the other, from one bin to the another bin also, and RF, okay, should be supported by the any of my WMS system. What is this RF? Radio frequency gun. So that means, okay, I should have that, okay, the one of my small gun, okay, where I should be able to execute all my warehouse operations also. So my EWM, okay, should have to support, okay, should be having a provision to develop, okay, all my RF system transactions also, okay. So later actually I will take you through that, okay, how to configure this RF for the different devices also. Suppose, okay, usually in the RF means, okay, what kind of devices I will have it sometimes, okay, I may have that, okay, the handheld also,
Forklift.
or okay, I may have, okay, the truck mount also, or okay, the forklift also. So I'll have, okay, the different devices, okay, where actually I'll be accessing, okay, my RF also, okay. And apart from that, okay, my system actually, okay, should be able to support that, okay, the serial number management also. Why this serial number management is required?
Because in the RF, when you know, you have a different serial number rather than actually the material that is using.
Okay, the serial number management is required, okay, if you want to track each and every, okay, the stock till to the individual piece level. Okay, if you want to track down, suppose, like, okay, some customer actually return the goods, suppose you have to track it down that whether it is actually manufactured by you or it is manufactured by somebody else also, right? Okay, the serial number, okay, that's right. Okay, apart from that, okay, my warehouse actually has to support that, okay, the batch management, okay, and then, okay, the returns management, okay, it has to support it also. Is it clear now? And apart from that, okay, it has to support, okay, the production supply areas also, it has to support it. Okay, so it's called as, okay, the PFC scenarios. And the most important thing is that, okay, the auto ID infrastructure also, it has to support it. What is auto ID? Or I can say that RFID tags, the better word actually to use it.
Yeah,
so what is the use of this auto ID infrastructure or, okay, the RFID tag?
But every product has their own UTC, so system has to support those UTCs.
Yeah, what is the RFID tag? Yeah, what is actually the difference between a barcode and a RFID tag?
This one is like you don't need to scan with very closely with SKU. You can scan from a little bit far away, and at the time you can scan more than one SKU.
Exactly. Suppose let's take this example, like, okay, I got, okay, the one box of, okay, the 50 pieces of shirts actually, okay, I got it. Okay, out of 50 pieces, okay, I got, okay, the 10 as, okay, brand 1 and 10 brand 2 and, okay, the another 30 as, okay, the brand 3. Suppose, okay, if you actually want to actually enter the stock into your system, okay, you have to scan the system like 50 times. That means you have to take individual piece and then you have to scan it. You got the problem, right?
Yeah. Yeah, if RFID with one scan, it will scan everything.
Exactly. If I move the whole box through my just gate, it will scan all the 50 and then send the XML message to my EWM system so that, okay, it just simply, okay, enter the stock into my system. Or similarly, I can do the goods issue also. If I move the whole box, I don't need to bother about, okay, at the gate, which stock is actually going out, and then, okay, no need to trigger the goods issue. So everything actually, I should be able to integrate it. So that's the main advantage of, okay, you can integrate your auto ID and the returns management, batch management, serial number, and the RF pen. So it combines, okay, so what actually got it now, summary, tell me, what is actually the features that you have in the best of breed? Like, okay, suppose if you already know the manufacturer and all those things, now tell me that what feature you have in those and what feature you don't have it in the EWM. Hello? Yeah, if some of you already saw the other company's warehouse products. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. So, do you have any doubts now that what are all the features you expected in the WMS system? We can just discuss like, okay, whether that feature is supported or not.
Really, I have a question.
Yeah.
Regarding the EWM, for example, I worked in a glass industry like Simple. So,
Sorry, I cannot. Sorry, I did not get your question. The voice was break. So
The voice is breaking.
see, actually, I work for Sengovine, and so my question is towards the quality model. Actually, how are you?
Sorry, I lost it actually. Maybe you can send some text. Is it okay? The question?
Lot of customers from I don't know. Someone is moving something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, some paper.
Yeah, actually, I cannot hear the question properly. Maybe if you can explain to your other partner.
No, we could not hear also.
Yeah, we couldn't hear. It's breaking. His voice is breaking.
See, my question is, for example, in a continuous manufacturing scenario, the glass is manufacturing continuously. You have a EWM system in place. Normally, if you are using a third-party warehouse management system like FlexNet or LG, they are trying to capture the faults. I mean, the errors or the faults on the plane of the glass very easily using the quality management system. But in the EWM, those your quality inspection engine support for a glass industry which is having a continuous manufacturing, for example, tracking of faults in the glass.
Yeah.
It will.
This is my question.
Yeah. Suppose actually, see, in the EWM, okay, if you want, I'll tell you the example of like this thing, okay. In EWM, okay, you can have the quality, you can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, in EWM, you can have the quality management module, okay, the in-house of EWM also. So this is actually not so much like advanced quality management like SAP QWM module. Okay. Okay, you can still do the sampling procedure and all those things. So that, okay, suppose let's take this example that, okay, you have a continuous manufacturing. So if you have a continuous manufacturing, I was telling you, right, one scenario, the production supply areas. Okay, so you can supply the goods from the EWM managed warehouse to the production supply area. So that way, this scenario is supported. And if you want to have a rigorous QM, right, you can integrate, okay, the queued EWM and then the inspection document to the ERP QM, or, okay, you can put it to the external quality management also. So the decision will happen into the external quality management system, and the result will be passed back to the EWM system. So you have these options available based on what level of quality you want to check it also.
So are you going to cover EWM and ERP integration?
Yeah, we'll be covering that thing. Yeah, you can always, okay. See, that's what, you can have the QM in the ERP or you can have the QM in the EWM. Suppose if your company already having the quality management available in the ERP, you can always integrate the EWM, the ERP QM module, so that, okay, the quality take place in the ERP QM module.
ERP system.
Or, okay, even what you have is that you can do the external quality management also. So that, okay, I create my inspection document, but the decision will happen in the external quality management system. Suppose, let's take this example that, okay, the pharma companies, how they do to check the quality, they send it to the lot of laboratories and all those things, okay, like automated tools are there, like automated lab test tools, okay. So that particular system actually will establish the quality and it will send the results back to my EWM to accept the stock or not also. So in that case, actually, none of EWM or ERP is using for quality. Some external system is using, okay, to check the quality. I will only send my stop attributes to the external system. So that actually will do the sampling procedure, and then it will decide whether to accept the stop or not also. So what actually we'll be covering in this course is that, okay, we'll start from like, okay, how to actually creating one warehouse, and then, okay, how to configure the doors, how to configure the work centers, so that, okay, how the goods actually flows automatically, and then, okay, the goods coming, and then, okay, scrapping, and then, okay, the goods issue, and then within the warehouse actually a lot of resources will be working it, and we'll have, okay, some of the parking lots, okay, like ad management will be working out, and then, okay, checking in, and then, okay, like goods will be coming here, and then, okay, going through different work centers, and then like goods issue, and then, okay, finally sending it, and then how actually finally it integrates to the ERP system also. Okay, so we'll see that, okay, end-to-end flow of the warehouse configuration, and apart from that, okay, we'll cover different parts like RF and RF like radio frequency, and the PPF concept like post-processing framework, so that, okay, at the end of the course, I just want to make you as a techno-functional consultant. That means you will not be writing the code, but at least, okay, you should work like experts in the EWM area in the consulting market.
Okay.
Okay, so if you have any questions, okay, you can just simply email to me also, so I can just come back to you.
Sunny, are you going to go through EWM 100, 120 like that, or you have your own document?
Yeah, it's not exactly like EWM 100 and 110, because 100 and 110 actually theoretical kind of classes. So what actually our training is more like a practical from the starting, from the ERP to defining a plant and storage location and defining a warehouse, and then taking actually like suppose taking like one scenario, suppose like taking this kind of scenario, and then how to configure. If this is a scenario, how do you configure it?
Okay.
You got my point, right? See, EWM 100 is just like, okay, taking the example from the beginning and going through everything, so that you will be missing actually the consulting side of the training.
Okay. And documentations you will be providing?
Yeah, I'll be providing the training material for each class, so that, okay, the slides and the how to guide also. Suppose, okay, I can say we can take the screenshots if required, or, okay, I can provide you that, okay, the how to do each of the steps also, so which you can recommend it throughout your job.
Yeah, that would be great. And you'll be showing the integration interface with the ECC with EWM.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah, that's what actually we'll be starting it. First we'll start with the interface. We'll start with, okay, how to create a material master in ERP for those of you who don't even know how to create a material master. And then we'll see that how to replicate that material master from ERP to SCM.
Mm-hmm.
And also we'll be starting that, okay, how to set up that initial setup and all the queue setup and everything. Okay. And once that is done, okay, we'll be taking the initial very simple scenario like, okay, the goods will be coming out and then putting this thing, and how to configure the put away strategy. Suppose if I get a fish, it has to go come here. The meat, if I get it, it has to go here. So how to configure the different scenarios, and how to send it to the packing work centers, and like labeling, kit to stock, kit to order, like any warehouse activity, whatever we discussed, right? I think we discussed like almost here around 10 features, and here around 12 features we discussed it, and how to do the slotting, optimization, and all this minimization, how do we do it, and the features. Okay, here also we discussed around some around like.
And you'll be going through handling unit management as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's what.
Okay.
Whenever if I say the packing means it's handling unit. And 5 features are there, so we'll be discussing and configuring each of the scenarios, so that, okay, see, EWM 100 and 110 covers like a more like a SAP help document where you will be executing it without knowing exactly where you are going to use them.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like combining EWM 100 and 110 plus the real-time scenarios.
Okay.
So that's actually the difference you should get it. Otherwise, okay, you can always go for the academy.
What is the duration?
Yeah, that one more like this. Always is a scenario is from a trigger from ERP, then it will come to SCM EWM, right?
Yeah. So first actually the delivery document. Okay. Usually, what actually happens is that vendors will be sending the ASN.
Okay.
And that ASN actually goes to the ERP.
Okay.
And ERP triggers the delivery document, but the execution part will be handling it in the EWM system.
Yeah. So means we'll go through that tight interface between ERP and that APO CF, right?
Exactly. Yep, exactly. We'll be covering the SIP part and everything also.
That and plus what a transaction interface like a baddie or whatever. Correct?
Yeah, those things also I'll cover it also. Like, okay, what are all the baddies you can use it, and what is the purpose of the baddies. So I think for some of you who are actually very new to SAP, the baddies and these things maybe look like a bit different. But I'll be noting down so that at least you should be able to give to your technical consultant, yeah, this is a baddie, you can use it in this scenario.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah, at least okay, at least you should be able to talk to your technical guys that this is what you need it.
All right.
Yeah, you have any other questions?
Kenny, do you record the session?
I don't know, but it depends on, okay, if you want it, I can do it for you. But what actually the moreover this thing is that, okay, the practice sessions will help a lot, and I provide you all the screenshots also, and I'll provide you the complete training instruction material. How to guide, basically for each scenario, suppose like deconsolidation, if I take one topic, how to do that thing, how to configure that thing, so those things also will help you a lot.
Sure.
How much time does it to finish the training?
As of now, I'm expecting between 45 hours. So if we actually 45 hours means, okay, it's not exactly 45 hours. Daily we'll take it like 1.5 hours. So 45 plus it's like 70 hours I can say, but 45 classes I can say.
And it's going to be every day in the evening?
Yeah, it's daily. Okay, the evening around we are planning is that, okay, we may plan a bit early, not like 9:30. Maybe we can plan a bit early also.
Yeah, early we'll do.
Yeah, I think for those people.
Because now EST is 11 around 12 o'clock.
Exactly.
12 o'clock
That's why
now.
actually. That's
Your
why
time is around 11, right?
Yeah, that's what initially, okay, I'm planning to have it central time, but it's better to actually shift it so that, okay, everything can finish it early. Even for the people in India, they can go to their jobs very early also.
Okay.
One more question.
Yeah.
For example, if you are doing it EST, it is actually too early for us, it's 9:30 for us. Actually, even if I want to...
Sorry, ma'am, the voice actually I could not hear you clearly, but can you just come again?
For example, you are doing it in EST, your time, it is now 11:30 at 1. It would be, problematic for India because our time is actually early. At the same time, we keep on doing the job trial because I'm employed,
Yeah.
job time, so it is too early for us. So, is it possible for you some other time, apart from the...
Yeah, actually that is what, okay, for the India time, okay, we can just shift the class a bit more early so that, okay, it will be convenient both for the guy who are in New Jersey and Chicago. Is it okay, like, okay, the India time, okay, around 8 o'clock, so that, okay, it will be like 9 o'clock, 8 in the morning? Is it okay,
Yeah,
like,
that
okay,
would be
we can
good.
have it, yeah, so that, okay, it will be, I think, 9:30 Eastern time?
Yeah, that will be fine.
Yeah, I think 9 o'clock of Eastern time should be good for even for everybody, I think so.
Yeah, 9 o'clock of Eastern time is good for everybody.
Yeah, I think because that will be like very morning for you so that you can go with the jobs or trials, and also 9 o'clock is Eastern time, that means, okay, like it's like a 10 o'clock of Central time, so it should not be too late for me also.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
think, yeah, I think I will update you to Sravanti, who is the coordinator for this thing.
Sure.
Okay, so if you have any questions, you can just email me, or you can just email to Sravanti, okay, so that she can forward the questions to me.
Sure.
Okay, so you can always email me, that's not an issue. I will always reply to you in like maybe in always like maximum time, within like 5 to 6 hours, I'll always reply to you.
Okay, Srini.
The working time, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah, thanks.
we'll start actually,
Thanks.
yeah. If you have any questions, like, okay, it's my responsibility for you to make sure that, okay, you are expert in the EWM, okay?
Sure. Thank you, Srini.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thanks a lot for your time. Yeah. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, Shanti.
Yeah. Sri,
Hello.
thanks for the demo.
Thanks, Shanti.
Okay. Srini, I'll take the feedback and I'll get back to you.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for arranging the demo.
Yeah, thanks a lot, yeah.
Hello? Hello, Kanan?
Hello, yeah. Yeah, Kannan here.
How was the demo?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. And Raja, how about you?
Yeah, I know him. I'm fine with him.
Okay. So you want to continue, right?
Sure, definitely.
Yeah. Now I have only one concern, like I'm going to India for 1 week. That time I could not attend. Like next month, 4th to 11th, I won't be available.
Okay.
So that's only my concern, okay?
Okay, we'll check with others and even to the
Yeah, is it possible we can postpone that?
Yeah.
It will be better, but is not, if they want, they can continue, but I cannot attend it. But I may need again one more
Yeah,
time.
and if recordings are there, then we will